Liberal Viewer present.
So a lot of people complained about the bias at last week's ABC debate between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, and you can see Obama himself complaining in this clip from a speech he gave the next day.
I will tell you, it does not get much more fun than these debates. They are inspiring events. I mean, last night I think we set a new record because it took us 45 minutes before we even started talking about a single issue that matters to the American people. It took us 45 minutes.
And Obama had it right, I think, because he wasn't complaining about ideological bias at ABC, but rather the bias you can find at all the major networks, which is a bias towards controversy, sensationalism, superficiality, and corporatism. Fox News, in contrast, has all those same biases as the other networks, but Fox has, in addition, this clear ideological bias I've documented in dozens of YouTube videos in which Fox distorts the facts to help the right or hurt the left, and Fox provided a good example in its coverage of last week's ABC debate when Fox deliberately misinterpreted an ambiguity in something Obama said, quoted it out of context, and created a contradiction that wasn't there, as you can see in this clip.
On the Reverend Jeremiah Wright, Obama gave yet another explanation, one in conflict with his speech on that very subject.
You know, the notion that somehow that the American people are going to be distracted once again by comments not made by me, but somebody who is associated with me, that I have disowned, I think doesn't give the American people enough credit.
Here's what Obama said about disowning Wright before.
I can no more disown him than I can disown the black community.
Now, Obama's statement at the ABC debate that Fox quoted was admittedly ambiguous about whether Obama was disowning Reverend Wright or disowning Reverend Wright's comments, but at least ABC's George Stephanopoulos showed a modicum of journalism by asking a follow-up question clarifying any ambiguity and contradicting the Fox News story, as you can see in this fuller clip from the actual debate.
You know, the notion that somehow that the American people are going to be distracted once again by comments not made by me, but somebody who is associated with me, that I have disowned, I think doesn't give the American people enough credit.
You've disowned him?
The comments that I've disowned, then that is not something that I think...
But you do believe he's as patriotic as you are?
This is somebody who's a former Marine.
So when George Stephanopoulos asks, "You do believe he is as patriotic as you are?" he's showing the same bias you can find at all the networks, in this case towards superficiality and creating controversy. But I think the Fox News clip showed a whole different level of bias which distorts the facts in service to a particular ideology. But I want to know what you think. Was it ideologically biased of Fox News to play Obama's ambiguity as a contradiction without ever reporting to Fox News viewers that Obama's immediate clarification removed any contradiction? And on the broader question, isn't the real contradiction here between the actions of Fox News and the Fox News slogans "fair and balanced" and "we report, you decide"?
I YouTube, you decide.